the two computers are different.
Yeah, that's just display though.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's just
Yeah, I think so. Oh well, that'll work. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Gentle Yoga. We're doing a little more
That's good.
light adjustment.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. I wonder if we just cast them all up.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna have a seat. Sit up nice and tall. Allow your spine to lengthen. We'll start out with some gentle breathing. Take some nice long breaths in. Get the bottom half of your lungs to expand and contract as you breathe in and out. Maybe you'd want to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Let's do that a couple more times. Breathe in, relax into the breathing, and breathe out. You can soften the gaze, how your eyes are focusing, just soften so you're not focused hard on any one thing. Let's breathe in again. And breathe it out. Let's bring our awareness to our intention. What intention do we have for today, for this practice? Something you want to attract into your lives that will stay with you, or something short term, long term, it's up to you. So let's take a moment, set our intentions, relaxing into it. And then we're going to reach up, breathe it in, bring our hands through to heart center. Thinking of your intention. Breathe it in. One more time. Let's breathe it in, reaching up, bringing those hands through to heart center. And from there, we'll move into alternate nostril breathing. So you're breathing in through one nostril, closing off the other with your thumb. And then switch, close off the one that you just took a breath in with, and breathe out through the opposite nostril. And then breathe in. And breathe out. Check the message real quick. Just focus on your breathing. Oh, I lost it. How can I bring
What's
it?
the other one?
The other one? Oh. It's a hello, hello. Couple more minutes. Alternate nostril breathing is very calming. Bring your focus to your breathing. You can close your eyes or just soften your gaze. Letting your lungs expand as you breathe in. Let your low abdomen expand as you breathe in. can you lengthen your breath? Can you make it, draw it in a little bit longer, a little bit deeper? And then when you breathe out, just extend it so you're breathing out a little bit longer. Let's try that. Relax into it. All right, from there we'll just do some gentle movement. We're gonna step those feet maybe hip width apart, shoulder width apart, it's up to you. And we're gonna flatten that back, lengthen the spine, hinge forward. Doing a spinal wave, arch the back, round it out, bringing the chin down towards the chest to increase the arching of the spine. And then alternate forward and back. Bring your awareness to your breath. You might want to breathe in as you're lengthening and hinging forward. Lungs are expanding. And then as you're contracting, breathe out as you arch back. Let's do 2 more. And breathe. One more. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. From there, let's do some nice big circles with our arms out at our sides. And take your time, no rush. Sitting up nice and tall. Connect your breath. I'm breathing in as my hands are coming up. And I'm breathing out as they're rounding down and back. Reverse the direction. Here we go. I'm breathing in. And I'm breathing out. A couple more times in this direction. One more. And from there, let's relax our arms, relax our shoulders, and bring the chin down towards the chest. Relax the back of the neck, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to bring that chin up, looking up. And then bringing it back down, relaxing the shoulders. Looking up, bring it up. One more time. And looking up. Bring that chin down. Roll your chin from one shoulder, look down to the floor, and then roll it to the other, and look down past that shoulder to the floor. Take your time sitting up nice and tall, and then roll that chin across the upper chest from one side to the other. One more time, each shoulder, rolling it over, looking down at the floor. And last time, other shoulder, look down at the floor. And then bring your head and neck facing forward. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders, and we're gonna rotate. We're gonna look over. With your eyes, look behind that shoulder, and then gently rotate and look over and behind that other shoulder. And 2 more times each side. Remember, take your time, relax into it. Look behind. And then see the broad range of vision you have peripherally. Look way back there. 1 more time each side. Remember relaxing your shoulders. One more time, other shoulder, look behind. And facing front and center. From there, let's shrug our shoulders. I'm going to relax my hands down towards the floor, and I'm going to shrug those shoulders up towards the ears and then relax them down. I'm going to push a little bit further, reaching for the floor, and then shrugging up towards the ears, and then pushing, reaching down. Connect your breath. I'm breathing in as I'm shrugging, and breathing out as I'm reaching. 1 more time. Perfect. Raise those hands and arms straight out in front of you, and let's circle those fingers out and around, making circles in the air, and take your time. No rush. Reverse the direction. Let's see what range of motion we have in our wrists. 2 more times in this direction. And 1. From there, I'm going to point those fingers down towards the floor, bringing them in towards my arms. Get a nice long lengthy stretch there, and then raise those fingers up towards the ceiling. Point downwards, bring them back, and then point them upwards. 2 more. Sitting up nice and tall in your chair, lengthening that spine. Now open those fingers wide. You can bend your elbows, relax from the shoulder a little bit. Open wide, open a little bit wider, and then close into fists. We're going to connect our breath here. So we're going to open wide and breathe in. Close, breathe out. So we expand and open as we breathe in. Close as we breathe out. 1 more time. And close. Perfect. Raise that hand up. Give the high five, bringing that thumb down away from the index finger gently. Give it a nice long stretch there. And then turn the palm of the hand to face the ceiling. And we'll gently pull down on the index finger, nice and easy. And then the middle finger, give it time. The ring finger. And the pinky. And then let's do the pinky 1 more time. Then the ring finger. Middle finger. Index finger. And then a little bit of fine motor skills here. Let's bring the thumb to the index finger, the thumb to the middle, thumb to ring, thumb to pinky, and then pinky, ring, middle, index. Let's do that again 2 more times in that order. So index, middle, ring, pinky, pinky, ring, middle, index. Bringing all those fingers to your thumb. Let's give this one more stretch, since we did everything twice. Perfect. Same thing, high five, other hand, bring that thumb down and away. Get a nice long stretch from the index finger all the way through to the thumb. And then flipping the palm up towards the ceiling. Gently give downward pressure on the index finger. And the middle finger. Be very mindful. Ring finger. Today's Mindful Monday. Pinky finger. And then pinky finger. Ring finger. Middle finger. And index finger. Now touch your thumb to each tip of the other fingers. So index, middle, ring, pinky, pinky, ring, index, middle, index. One more time, but forward and back, right? Index, middle, ring, pinky. It's good brain work. Pinky, ring, middle, index. There, we got it. And then one more time, bring that thumb down and away. Perfect. All right. From there, we're going to sit up nice and tall, relaxing our arms. Just let them gently relax in your lap. Relax the shoulders. And we're going to bring one ear gently down towards the shoulder. Let that side of the neck release. Relax into it. Remember, don't be forceful or pushing it, especially to the point of pain. You kind of counteract what you're trying to do. And then gently move the other ear down towards the other shoulder. Keep in mind, relax those shoulders. Don't let them get engaged. And breathe. One more time, each side. And one more time on the other side. I'm thinking about letting my shoulder drop down and away from the side of the neck and the ear. Perfect. All right, from there, we're gonna take a nice breath in, and then as if you're yawning, as you breathe in, just take a nice big breath in, yawn, open that mouth wide, and then breathe it out. Let's do that one more time. As if you're taking a nice big yawning breath. And breathe it out. There you go. All right, from there, let's do some torso rotations. Check out the low back. Check your range of motion. Taking those shoulders round in a circle over the hips. You can increase or decrease your range of motion, whatever feels right for you at the moment.
That's awesome.
And then, are you moving more fluidly on one side than the other? Do you have a greater range of motion on one side? Check it out. Reverse the direction. How does it feel? Check in with your seat bone. Is one lifting as you're rounding to the opposite side? Does it lift? Let's see what happens if we change to our focus, keeping both of our seat bones, making good contact with the chair, and then adjust your range of motion so you don't lift a hip. It does get lighter, but keep contact. It's a little different. One more time around. So I can't go out as far because that hip wants to rise up. All right, I'm going to sit back a little bit, move my focus down to my feet. And that was enough to warm up.
My back loved that.
Oh, good, good.
Big
It
one?
should be pleasant. No pain. All right, I'm sitting back in my seat. And I don't want to rest too much on the back of my chair, but I'll just come forward a little bit and then point and flex those feet and toes out and down, and then bring them back in. Try to get those toes pointed back towards your upper body, and out and down. And then here we can connect our breath. So for me, it's easy. I think toes out, breath out, toes back and in, breath back and in. Here we go. Let's do 4 more. And 2. Full range of motion. Last one. Bring it back in. There you go. From there, let's do circles with the toes. So circle, we'll do both at the same time. Getting those ankles lubricated because we're putting them through a full range of motion in every direction that they can move. Reverse the direction. Here we go. Remember, take your time because you might miss out on a full range of motion if you go too fast. It kind of skips apart here and there. One more. Toes up, pointed towards the ceiling, and then we're going to invert the soles of the feet towards each other. And then rotate out and away from each other. And then rotate inwards and out and away. 2 more times. Bring the soles of the feet facing each other as much as possible, and then rotate out and away. 1 more. Out and away. Perfect. Setting those feet down. We're going to scooch forward. I'm going to send one leg out nice and long, toes up, and hinge forward. Let's breathe into it. For stretching to target the deeper muscle tissues, the fascia, you need to hold a stretch, not forcefully or painfully, but stay in the stretch for at least 15 seconds. That seems like an awfully long time when you're into the stretch. That's where yin yoga comes in, where you hold the positions for 1 to 3 minutes on the average. And you breathe into it, give it a few moments, and then bring it back. Let's do that one more time. Hinging forward, a nice long, lengthy stretch across the back of the leg. And breathe. And then think about release. Think about lengthen. When those 2 words came to mind, my knee, I was holding it tight. I didn't even realize it, and then it just released and let go. Same thing. Other leg. Extend that leg long, toes up towards the ceiling, and gently kind of hinge forward. Let's hold this stretch. Breathe into it. Give it some time. Release and let it lengthen. So when we talk about breathing into a body part or breathing into a position, that's just, we're bringing our focus and our awareness to any certain part that has our attention. Bring it back. And then hinge forward again. Let it lengthen. Now I can feel my range of motion is a little greater the second time around. I can go a little further out. Perfect. Bring it back. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, and I'm going to hug one of my knees, and I'm going to get tall in my seat. You can move your foot around if there's any movement that you want to do that you didn't do on that foot. Bring that knee up towards the chest. Breathe into it. And then same thing. I'm going to hug that other one. Sitting up nice and tall. Moving that foot any way that feels right. And set that foot down. And here we're going to move our focus up to the knee. And we're going to hold the thigh, keeping it stable and making those circles with the foot. Up in the air. Might get a little knee pop here and there. Mine already did. And then see about your range of motion. Are your circles round? Reverse the direction. Two more times in this direction. And breathe. Perfect. Fully extend that leg. Let's strengthen the top quadricep here. And then bring that foot, retract it all the way under your chair or your seat if you can. And then fully extend it. Hold it for a brief moment. And then fully retract it. Remember, our focus is on the knee. We're getting that range of motion in that joint. One more time. Your abdominals are holding you up, supporting. Okay, from there, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite leg. Our focus is on the knee, so we're going to stabilize the thigh by holding it with our hands and then make circles with the foot up in the air. We're doing about 4 times in each direction. And one more time. This is a really good anti-rheumatic series, really good for arthritis, helping to keep the joints moving. I just reversed, getting that range of motion. And I'm going to set this leg down. I'm going to fully extend it out, hold for a brief moment, and then retract it all the way back. Checking the range of motion in the knee and back. A couple more times here. Connect your breath. You can breathe in as you're extending. And then breathe it out, retract. Perfect. Okay. From there, let's sit up tall. We're going to do a little spinal twist. So I'm bringing one lower leg in front of the other, sitting up tall. And I'm going to gently rotate. Give a nice little twist to the upper body. Breathe into it. Hang out for a moment. And then gently rotate in the opposite direction. Remember, no yanking or forcing yourself to twist. Just hold and breathe. Coming forward. Let's lift that leg, the one that's forward. You can leave it down if that feels better. I'm going to bring mine across the top of my thigh here. And changing the stretch. Just relax into it. Just let that leg relax. See if you can let the intensity dwindle down a little bit. And breathe. Now, if that's okay, you can add a little downward pressure on the inside of the thigh, behind the knee. Breathe into that. You'll feel it change way down deep in that hip. And breathe. And we're going to give it a hug. So leaving that leg diagonal across the body. Just hold for a few moments and breathe here. And then let that leg relax down. I'm keeping it over the top. And here I'm going to hinge forward. Let's breathe into it. Just relax into it. If at any time it's too intense, just kind of retract back out of the position. Gently put that leg down. We'll send the other lower leg in front this time. Sitting up nice and tall, back to the spinal twist. Nice and easy. Rotate over to one side. Breathe. And then rotate opposite direction. And breathe. Facing front and center. I'm going to bring that leg up. You can leave it down, and you can accomplish similar motions, just not as intense. And so give it a moment, just let it relax. Sitting up, lengthening that spine, getting tall in your seat. If that's all right, go ahead, add pressure as an option behind the knee, on the inside of the thigh. You might feel one side is talking a little louder than the other. And then we're going to give that knee, that leg a hug. Let's give it a moment here. Focus on your breath. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. And relax that leg. Sit up tall. Hinge forward. Breathe. Relax into it. And bring it back. Set that leg down. Now we're going to do those circles. So we'll grab a hold of the upper thigh again, but this time the lower leg is going to follow. We're making a circle in the air with the knee. Kind of readjust your position on the chair and then circle. Remember, it's not the lower leg and the foot that is our focus. We're circling that knee so we can get the movement in the hip. And reverse. And go about 4 times. Couple more. Set that one down. Same thing. opposite leg. Here we go. 4 times in each direction. And one more in this direction anyway. And reverse it. Two more. One more circle. Perfect. All right, from there we're going to get up out of our seats. So if you have to put a pillow to raise your seat up off the chair to enable you to get up and sit back down, go ahead and do that. So here we go. We're going to stand up, rise up. So you can see Deborah in the back. She has one of the yoga bolsters. So that raised her level. So for those of us who have fuzzy knees, sometimes it's a little hard if we sit all the way down to be able to get all the way back up. So there we go. There you go, perfect. And then a pillow or a bolster, it's safe. It's not going to roll out from underneath you as you sit. One more time. Here we go, last time. So from here, let's work from the top side. We're just going to partially sit, little half squat, and that's going to strengthen our muscles to enable us to be able to get up out of our seats because our legs are going to be strong. And the knees, everything around in the knees, they're strengthening, it's working. A couple more times here. And only go as far as what is right for you. There you go. And then if you have a seat, you can work from the bottom side as well. So you can activate those muscles as if you're going to get up. Feel it in your legs. Strengthen and then relax. So this, I'm calling it working from the bottom side. And here we go. Activate those muscles. Push through to the floor, through your feet, and then bring it back. 2 more. Here we go. Relax. And then 1 more. Fully activate all those muscles that it would take to stand up. Push through the feet. And relax. All right. So from here, I'm going to sit halfway back in my chair. I'm going to bring my arms into cactus. Activate the upper back. And hinge forward slightly. Feel the strengthening across your back, in between the shoulder blades, those back muscles. Now sit up and back a little bit. Turn those, well, I'm explaining it wrong. Rotate the hands back, away, and then bring them forward. Keeping the elbows pretty much at the same level, and then rotate, hold, and then rotate those hands forward and down. Let's do that one more time. Bring those hands back behind a little bit, and then forward. Relax. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to raise one knee up, send it out to the side. Kind of come forward, lengthen the spine. get tall, you can kind of hold your knees and kind of pull yourself up, lengthening that spine. And then relax, raise the leg up, leave it there, and then bring it back. We'll do that one more time on this leg. So raising that knee up, sending it out to the side. Widen those knees far apart, sit up nice and tall. And then bring that leg up, back to center. 2 times on the other side. So raise that knee up, send it out, set it down, send those knees out wide, get really tall and long through the spine. And then raise that leg up, bring it back to center. One more time. Send it out. Set it down. Send those knees wide and lengthen the spine. Come up out of the hips. And then raise it up. Bring it back to center. There you go. Perfect. So here we're going to send those legs, those feet out wide. And we're going to bring one shoulder diagonally across and down towards the opposite knee. Get a nice long stretch here. Breathe into it. Let it be enjoyable. And back to center. And then the other side, the other shoulder to the opposite knee. Get a nice long stretch. I just had a nice little hip pop there. Back to center. So what I'm doing, I'm kind of, as I'm coming down and across with my shoulder, I'm pushing with my hand on the inside of my thigh and moving that shoulder away from that thigh. Back to center. Last time, other side. Bringing it down and across. Nice long stretch here. Back to center. All right, here we go. We're going to rotate. Let one knee get closer to the floor. We're going to send that other leg out front. Get your balance. Get really long. Let that knee drop down. Lengthen. Grab the back of your chair. Send this arm up. Let's do a nice side bend over the chair, nice and easy. Open that side of the body and feel it from your fingertips all the way down through your arm, across the ribs, through the hip, down to the knee, to the floor. And then rise back up, bring that arm down. Sit up nice and tall. Let's do that again. Raise that arm up. Lengthen that side of the body. Side bend over, get really long from the fingertips and let your awareness travel from the fingertips all the way down through the arm, across the ribs, through the hip, down through the thigh and the knee to the floor, and then rise back up, bring that arm down. From here, let's raise both arms up. Sending them out straight ahead and hinge forward, reaching to the opposite side of the room. And you reach just a little bit further with those fingers. Oh, that changed. That gave me a couple of inches longer in my arms. And sit back up and back. Send those arms high up and then back bend at the top if you'd like. And then bring those arms back down all the way. We'll do that particular range of movement one more time. So send those arms and hands forward, hinge and reach to the opposite wall. Now think about your fingertips and your arms. Can you reach just a little further? Send those arms out long, a little longer. There you go. And bring it back. Raise the arms up. Back bend at the top if you'd like. And then bring them back down. Beautiful. From there, we're going to rotate. Do the same thing on the opposite side of the body. Let that knee relax down towards the floor. Adjust the feet as needed for balance. Get really long, letting that thigh drop down towards the floor, letting it lengthen. Grabbing the back of your chair, we're going to raise that arm up towards the ceiling. Get really long from the fingertips all the way down. Gently side bend over that chair. And then think about the fingertips all the way down the arm, across the ribs, through the hip, down through the thigh, through the knee to the floor, and then raise back up, bring that arm down. One more time, we're going to fully open up that side of the body, reach those fingertips up to the ceiling, side bend over. Think about the fingertips stretching all the way down the arm, across the ribs, through the hip, the thigh, the knee, all the way to the floor, and then rise back up. Bring that arm down. Now we're going to bring both arms forward. Reach and hinge forward, reaching to the opposite side of the room. Get really long. Think about the fingertips reaching a little further. Lengthen those arms. There you go. And then bring it back to center. Reach up to the ceiling. Back bend at the top as an option. And then bring those arms down. Relax for a moment. And we'll do that one more time. So raise those arms up, reaching out, straight ahead, hinge forward, reach. Now with the fingertips and the arms, reach a little further. I got a good couple of inches longer. And then bring it back. And then fingertips up towards the ceiling, back bend at the top. And here we go, and bring it down. Perfect. All right. From here, I think we can move into a warrior two. So reach forward, open the hand and the arm to the back, reach in opposite directions. Do your arms feel even from one side to the other? So when I look at myself, I see one's raised up higher than the other. So it's hard if you don't have a mirror. So I'm going to reach my fingers in the opposite directions of each other. And breathe. A little strengthening going on here. So that forward-facing hand, I'm going to flip my palm up towards the ceiling. I'm going to let it go up towards the ceiling and my other hand back. Reach fingertips to the ceiling, the other fingertips to the floor. Anytime you need to come out of it, feel free to do so. Back to the center. Now can we change our gaze, readjust the position? Can we look over that back hand? We're going to let those fingers float up to the ceiling. You can come down on your forearm, reaching that hand up to the ceiling, resting the other arm on the top of your thigh, or let it reach down to the floor. So your fingertips are reaching in opposite directions. It's up to you. You can stay supported on your thigh or reach. Gently come up. Reach in opposite directions. Face forward. Relax those arms. Bring this forward-facing leg back to center. And let's change direction here. So one more time, we're gonna face the opposite direction. Let this knee drop down towards the floor. Move into that warrior two position. Are your arms even? So I go one side, nope. The other side, reach. Send those fingers out and away. One to one side of the room, the others to the other side of the room. Look over that forward facing hand. Flip the palm facing the ceiling. Let those fingers float upwards. The others go down. Reach the fingertips in opposite directions, ceiling to floor. Go ahead and take a peek. Go look at the ceiling past your fingers. Bring it back to center, nice and easy. Now look over the fingers of the back hand. Flip that palm up. Let those fingers go up to the ceiling. You can come down on your forearm. Reach that hand up to the ceiling. You can hang out here looking up, or you can send the bottom hand towards the floor so you're reaching fingertips in opposite directions, ceiling to floor. Bring it back to center. Look facing forward. Relax your arms and bring that leg back to center. All right, we're going to change up the move. This is a smaller movement. We're going to focus on our belly buttons. Going to sit up nice and tall. Relax your arms. So as if your belly button is following a hula hoop that's going around you. So we want to keep the shoulders centered. Keep the legs under the shoulders. So let's see if we can move that belly button out to the side, towards the back. So we're going to arch our back a little bit. I'm trying to keep my shoulders from moving too much. Now I'm to the other side with the belly button. Now I'm coming forward. So we're tracing, following a hula hoop with the belly button. Get that? It's not moving very far. Just really focus on that movement. It's your very center. Just focus on the belly button coming around, side, back, other side, coming forward. Let's do two more in this direction. Coming around, round the back, out to the side, pull it around front. Readjust, here we go. One more time in that direction. It's your very center that you're making a circle with. Bring your awareness within, focus on that belly button. Change directions, so I'm coming forward. I'm rounding out to the side. I'm bringing my belly button around the back. And then to the other side. Trying to keep my shoulders from moving too much. Here we go. Coming around. We're in the opposite direction. How about two more times in that direction? Making a circle. And one more time. Here we go. Round it out. Oh, the back stretch feels pretty good. Bring it around front, center. And then sit up nice and tall. From here, we can do a forward fold while we're seated. So we can come in down onto our forearms. See how that feels. Is that okay with your low back? that's okay. And you can gently come down a little bit further, check it out. Maybe you want to put a pillow or a ball on your lap and kind of come forward on that, if that feels better. Or you want to just take that upper body and totally relax onto your lap, reaching down towards your feet. Relax your arms. Relax your shoulders. Now, if that feels okay, you can allow your head and your neck to relax, letting your forehead drop down towards the floor and relax into it. And you'll notice as you let your forehead lower down farther, it gets more into the neck from the base of your skull. And just breathe. Breathe into it. Remember, you're welcome to come out of the position at any time if it doesn't agree with you. And let's just relax, relax. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Let your low abdomen expand as you breathe in, relaxing your arms and your shoulders. Remember, you can raise your level up with the pillow on your lap. If you feel lightheaded, you just bring your head up above heart level. Now relax your head and your neck. Let it go down a little bit more if that agrees with you. And take nice, big, long, lengthy breaths in and out. And just breathe and relax. And let's do 2 more breaths, relaxing. And relax a little bit more. Now bring your hands up to the tops of your knees or your thighs. And I want you to push yourself up slowly. Just let your arms do a little of the work or a lot of the work and bring yourself up nice and easy. Not too fast. Let's breathe in. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, breathe out. And again, let's breathe it in. Expand, fill up. And breathe it out. All right, we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to reach up, reach out, take a nice breath in. And then wiggle those fingers and breathe it out. One more time like that. Reach it up, breathe it in. Wiggle those fingers, bring it out, breathe it out. This time we'll bring our hands through to heart center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take another breath here. Relax. And repeat after me. Peace for my body.
Peace for my body.
Peace for my mind.
Peace for my mind.
And peace always surrounding my soul.
And peace always surrounding my soul.
Namaste. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you,
Namaste.
Tim.
Thank you, Cindy.
All right, you're very welcome. Join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. for Walk Fit with Deborah. And then we'll move on to the rest of the day from there.
Super class, thanks.
Oh, you're very welcome.